Frankly, I want to appreciate the tremendous amount of successes we have achieved in these programs of hope, both in the phase 1 and in the phase 2. A number of our varieties, sorghum varieties and millet varieties, are now in the hands of farmers, many of whom we don't even have record of, but because we are field officers, as we move around the environment, as we move around in the communities, we cite our varieties, and we definitely identify them as some of the varieties that were promoted by the project, because we had participated severally in the establishment up to the points of participatory varietal selection conducted by farmers, where farmers identify variety by variety and by characteristics, the varieties they prefer. You know, even after they've made their choice, some of the smart farmers, we realized, collected some varieties which they go to try out in their farms, and they do wonderfully, because actually this is our experience. As we move around the field, we identify some of these varieties, and for the varieties, the performance, when farmers actually now adopt them and give special attention in terms of the fertilization, that is the supply of nutrients. The seeds were bigger and bolder, and the farms, the heads, big and very attractive, you know, and we're happy really to be part of the that experience. Yeah, and in some of the communities for millet, for instance, farmers now grow our Sosat varieties and the Jirani varieties as early crops that will save hunger in those communities before their long maturing varieties will be harvested. So to us, this is actually a big success story, which I'm sure the project may not have captured, and it would be my desire to request the project to do a post-project assessment to capture some of all these things. But what I can boldly say is that in this state, Kebbi State, Nigeria, women, like for Kebbi State, we are lucky. More than 3/4 of the state, women participate actively in production, not just processing and marketing, but in production. They compete as well as their male counterparts in terms of cultivation, especially of rice, sorghum, and millet.